I'm a classically trained actor. That's why I cross my legs like this when I sit. And you know, the number one question I always get from acting students is, Mike, when you sit like that, aren't you crushing your scrotum? And it's a great question. And the answer is yes, absolutely. I am crushing my scrotum. And the second most asked question that I get is, well, if you're crushing your scrotum, aren't you in pain? Another great question, and the answer is you bet. You bet. I'm in pain right now. I'm in pain, but you can't see it on my face, can you? I'm in fucking pain, but I look happy. Acting. Okay, on to the next thing. Sorry about that. Yeah. Sorry about that. Let's do some relatable stuff, because you guys like to relate. Do you ever get into a fist fight with a stranger, halfway through, fall in love with him and let him win? And then 6 months later, when you're moving into your apartment together as a couple, like that first night you hold him in bed, right before you both go to sleep, you whisper in his ear, I won. Like me neither, but maybe somebody, you know what I mean? There's happy accidents in life. That's the point I'm trying to make, and you just gotta look out for them. It's true. I had a happy accident happen to me not too long ago. Like not too long ago, I accidentally sliced a lime trying to cut myself. And I was like, wait a minute, was this an accident? I put that lime in a Corona, I found my beach. I love life again. So that's just happy accidents.
I'm from Santa Barbara. I'm sure some of you have been up there. We're not too far away. They got devastated by a lot of natural disasters this year. My childhood home got destroyed in the mudslides that happened about half a year ago. It's not really a big deal because my parents sold it when they got a divorce, but my dad called me after the mudslides and he was like, you know, Julia, it's crazy because if what happened with me and your mom had not happened, that could have been us in the house during the mudslides. And I was like, you're reaching pretty far to justify cheating on Mom. You're really going for it there, huh? He's now like officially with the woman that was once his mistress. She has no qualms about having been with a married man. For 10 years she dated a married man. She doesn't feel bad about it. Because as she says, the heart wants what the heart wants. I think that's a funny phrase. I've noticed people who use that phrase. The heart wants what the heart wants. Have hearts that want other people's husbands. It's just a personality type I have found.
I had a lot of jobs. Jobs suck. Used to work customer service. Worst job I ever fucking had, customer service. I went to work one morning, 8 o'clock. And I sit down, and I put on my little stupid headset, and it beeped, and this guy was on another line. I said, hello? And he said, before we get started, I want to let you know I don't want to talk to no foreigners, and I don't want to talk to no niggers. And I said, dude, it's a call center. Like, there's nobody else here.
You guys, by round of applause, how many of you genuinely believe that you are a good person? Seems a little high. I myself know for a fact that I am not a good person. You know, I'm only really a good person on paper. Like, I'm a vegan, I drive a Prius, I voted for Bernie twice. But I didn't do any of those things out of the goodness of my heart. What, you think I'm a vegan because I care about the lives of innocent, voiceless animals slaughtered every day? No. I'm a vegan because I wanted to reduce my risk of getting cancer, but didn't want to give up huffing paint. Well, you think I drive a Prius because I care about the environment? $25 for the whole tank, my guy. Money. Money. You think I voted for Bernie because he'd been on the right side of history since the beginning of his political career, and that a Sanders presidency would uplift the most neglected and deserving Americans on the dollar of the 1% and evil corporations? No. I voted for him because he had the best body.
My dad did cheat on my mom. There's no excuse, but she is insufferable. My mom's one of these people who locks herself in her room when she is mad at the other people in the house. I don't know if anyone knows someone like this. The thing I found about someone who locks themselves in their room when they're mad is that's the person everyone was hoping would lock themselves in a room.
Dude, when I haven't seen people in a while, I've noticed a lot of the time people are like, oh, you look good. You look like you lost weight. But like, I know I didn't lose any weight. So when you do the math, it's like, oh, when I'm not around, in this person's imagination, I'm a fatty. You know, I did the math. I fucking know.
Oh, God. I'm living the Bachelor life right now. It's going well. I live with 2 roommates, Mark and Eric, and we're all single, and we're all doing pretty good. Last month, me, Mark, and Eric, we slept with a combined 8 women. And that is because Mark fucked 8 women last month. That guy's good. That's Mark with a C, by the way, so you believe what I just said. Because I saw your face. You're like, Mark, oh, with a C? Yeah, 8.
I like sex. Sex is cool. Sex is fun as fuck. It's the only time you can spit on somebody and it's all right.
All right, you guys remember when Yelp was a sound? Ugh, take me back. God, now it's a weapon of mass destruction for little businesses just trying to get by. It's too... Susan doesn't like the potatoes once, so your dream dies. That's not how opening a cafe... Oh, I have to move back to Oklahoma because Susan didn't like the potatoes. A waiter was rude to me. Well, you don't know that waiter was an ex-con, and the manager's really cool to hire him. You're not playing ball, Susan.
No, it is a birth defect, and at work I sit next to a pregnant woman, and I'm the worst person to sit next to a pregnant woman because I have a birth defect, and I'm an asshole. So the other day she comes in and she's like, is it okay to drink coffee while you're pregnant? I said, oh yeah, my mom drank coffee all the time when she was pregnant. I turned out fine, just...
I got a minute? All right, here's a real quick story about a man dying. Maybe I should not. No, we'll see what we can do. So 3 months at the lifeguard, we had water slides there too. We had those 2 really tall white slides. They're always the tallest, and they're like really scary to go down, and they skip you like a human rock on like half an inch of water, you know? And it just fucking wrecks your back, and everyone looks stupid when they go down. But we're up there, me, Jeremy, and Eric, and this really big guy gets up there. And as we're putting him in the slide, his eyes start to vibrate, and he shakes, and he falls over. We were told later he had a massive heart attack, died almost instantly. But, you know, we did our CPR, recession, everything. Not recession, but resuscitate. Doing CPR in a recession, so much harder, you know. But we're up there, you know, and he's dead. He's dead, and we're up there. It's me, Jeremy, and Eric. We're all 15. We just signed up for a summer job. It's the craziest shit we'd ever seen, except for maybe Jeremy. He had a homemade tattoo on his hand. And I don't know what those people have been through. It was a lowercase t. All right. I asked him, I was like, oh, is that a cross? He was like, no, it's a lowercase t. I was like, oh, you should lie if someone asks you that. And in the future, that's a dumb tattoo, dude. Your favorite lowercase letter. But we're up there, you know, we're all 15, and we're silent, but there's this ball of energy in the middle of us because we're wondering the same thing, but no one would dare say it. But we're all wondering, like, how do you guys think, you know, being up here, we're going to get him? How do you think we're going to get him back down to the ground? We're at the tallest slide in the fucking state, dude. There's hundreds of steps separating us from the ground. There's a huge dead man that needs to go there. And there's 2 water slides that are just like, tag me in, coach. I fucking got this. Let me do this for you. You can even, when the real paramedics got up there, they even thought about it. They were like, no, we can't do that? Oh, yeah, all right, of course we can't do that. I didn't think we could do that. You're just the one that said you had to be home for dinner, so we didn't push him down. It sucked. He was a single rider. It was a double slide. Rules are rules. But,